Welcome to the Bros and Dragons podcast, where we show you that even veteran players mess things up. I'm your Dungeon Master and host, Daniel Doc Gentry, and I'm joined by Tom Bensen.
Hello.
Daniel Barras.
Hello.
Mike Scimeca.
Hola.
And the baby of the group, John, I don't understand Twitter, Cejka.
How you guys doing?
Sit back and relax as I take you out of your reality and into my nightmarish dream world. You have entered the Bros and Dragons podcast. I would like to give a shout out to all the bros and broettes at the Drinking Bros and the many subgroups, including Drinking Bros Nerds. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing all right. Just got done watching The Last Starfighter.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, we ready to get started then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now I am.
Now, you all awaken at the same time. You see a kobold wearing a hat that obviously doesn't fit nor was made for him. He locks the door to the cage as the other kobolds disappear down the hall with the limp, lifeless body of a human male. The hatted kobold locks the cage behind him, and then a skinny human male, Dan's character, yells out something no one else understands except the kobold, who responds in common, "Eat them if you hungry," pointing at everybody else in the cage. He laughs at himself and he walks away.
Ain't no one fucking eating me.
So you all wake up and you don't know anything. Tom and Mike, I need you to roll a D20. And it'll be a wisdom check.
Is it wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
4.
9.
Okay, so nothing happens. You all, you all have no idea where you are, and even cannot remember who you are. As you look around, you see 6 other bodies around you besides you 4. They seem to be not moving, with a bleeding wound on the left side of the base of their skull, right where your head is throbbing right now. They are bound by ropes behind their back, tied to chains on the walls, or rings on the walls, all the way around the room, just like you. I love amnesia because we're going to do a bunch of rolls. So let's start with Mike. Give me a wisdom check again.
14.
All right, you're still struggling with your ropes.
The fuck is going on? Who the fuck put me here?
Dan, let me get a religion check.
Okay. What do you need?
Roll a D20 and add your religion modifier.
And this whole time he kind of just screaming.
It shows up right there at 11.
Oh, there we
the
go.
rest of us have our characters.
Plus
so.
3, so 14, right?
Yes, sir.
Huh. Wow, we're hitting them tonight, gentlemen. Is anybody going to try to do anything?
I'm just trying to...
I'm going to try to untie myself.
Yeah.
I was going to try to eat Mike.
So
Ain't no one fucking eating me, bitch.
So, John, as you move, you hear some metal clanking sound hit the ground behind you.
Turns around,
You can't turn around.
looks behind me.
You see the floor, and you kind of catch something metal. You think you could reach it.
Bends down and tries to pick it up.
Oh, you're already down. Remember that whole knocked out? But let's go ahead and do a acrobatics check to see if you can reach it.
16.
16. John, you're going to pick up. So do you have anything in your journal now?
Yes, I do.
Do with the information as you wish. Remember, you don't know anybody.
Is there anything on it?
It should say what's on it.
Oh, there we go. I didn't click on it. It didn't pop up when I clicked on it.
Okay, so everybody else. Tom, give me a strength check.
16.
So Tom, you're starting to freak out about having your hands tied behind your back, and just with a burst of strength, you literally rip through the ropes. You're free.
And while I'm swearing and cussing, I am kind of struggling, trying to get out. Don't know how successful I am.
You're not doing too hot right now, but so what I'm going to need from Mike is another wisdom roll.
5.
So what I need from Tom is a wisdom roll.
All right. 6.
So looking around, you got about, the floors are pretty wet and there's a little bit of rocking motion. I guess you guys think that the building's moving at this point. But Tom, you're free. Everybody
can I
else?
see if there's any, that Kobold walked away, correct?
All right. So good call.
Are there any?
So you see where this ping is right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the cage is. So you can't go past this square, but you can move up to that square.
But do I see any kobolds
right now?
around?
All you see is the white squares in front of you.
All right, so I don't see anybody around.
When you get a chance, I'm going to try 3A.
I want to know what I smell. What can I smell?
Do a perception check.
All right. What do you need me? D20.
D20. And then, did you pull your sheets up yet?
I got a 2.
So,
I can't even smell myself.
you're 6 and 2. You smell something so funky. You almost want to gag, and as you bend down and do your you kind of notice it's you that you're smelling.
Gotcha.
You can hear yelling down the hall. It's all in common, but it doesn't sound like humans. It's all broken. Me try and little bits of fighting and stuff like that. But so far, the only person that's free is Tom's character.
This water, is it salt water or is it fresh water?
Your hands are bound, so you can't taste it.
Oh.
And the only thing you can smell right now is the funk of your body.
Throw the funk of my body. I obviously speak kobold or something.
Can I try 3A in the lock?
As soon as you're free and can get to the lock, your hands are bound by a rope behind your back.
Can I try to break my bounds?
Sure, go ahead. 15 plus 3. You just so frustrated you break out of your ropes as well.
I want to try to break out of mine. Is cussing and swearing and making John blush or something. I don't know.
Because cussing,
17.
I was gonna say cussing and swearing is not going to get you out.
It might.
You try to break out and you just realize you just have a blast of memory all of a sudden that you're pretty good at this. So you actually do a dex check with your 17 and you just slide right out of that with no problem.
Ha! Take that, fuckers.
Well, I guess I'm going to try to break out of mine as well.
Strength check.
Strength? Yeah, I got a 10.
So John, your character is what? Can you describe your character real quick?
I'm about 5'4", wearing a loincloth and a bra. I got purple eyes, tan skin, short brown hair.
What race?
Weigh about 102 pounds. I am a female half-elf.
So everybody sees this little half-elf try to pull their ropes and nothing happens.
Looks around. I like looking at water.
I'll go over and try to help him out. Help her out, excuse me.
So how are you going to help her out?
I'm try to undo the bonds.
Okay. So as you grab them and you start to untie the knot a little bit, roll another wisdom check for me.
Wisdom 16.
So you realize that this shouldn't be as big of a problem for you. You have this weird memory that you can get out of any kind of restraint and use a dex check to try to actually use a sleight of hand check to get her out of that bond.
Sleight of hand. 10.
And that's with your bonus?
Yes.
Well, I ain't getting out of here anytime soon.
Nice. Actually, 10's exactly what you needed. You untied it, no problem.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
So, as she stands up, because you're sitting right there, you notice she's got a set of keys in her hand.
You've got keys. Let us out of here, bitch.
I mean, there's puppies that run around.
Puppies?
Kind of curls, like kind of backs away in a little bit of fear. I don't know. I don't know.
Shake my head at you.
So again, like I said, looking at the Roll20 map, well, if it was pinging, the third square that's open from that wall, at the edge of that, there's bars and a cage door, which is what the Kobold locked. Right in front of you is where the wall is.
All right, well, and there's a lock on it?
Yep.
I'm going to try key 3, or 3A.
3A. It doesn't work right away. Do you want to try to force it?
Try 2A.
Again, same resolve.
1A?
Again, it's not working.
Help me out here. When you say 2A, 3A, 1A, what are you talking about here?
So that's how I marked the keys that John had behind him. So that when he says, I want to try this key on this door, I know what he's talking about.
Oh, I see. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
So I guess we're going to try 4A, because that's the only one we have left.
4A, again, does not open up this cage.
Well, this is just great.
Can I try kicking the cage open?
Absolutely, but keep in mind that you still hear a couple of goblins and a kobold down the hall.
I got a 16.
And that would be a strength check, athletics, actually.
So, hold on, I'm trying to see this on my phone.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's +5, so 21.
Yeah.
So, right as you kick it, you feel the building that you're in like shift really hard, and a lot of noise come from above you. And you hear the kobolds and goblins in the hallway a little bit, but as the door pops open, it just sounds like they're nowhere to be seen.
So the door is open now.
Sure is. So, but right in front of
Everyone, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
All right, so there's only one door, and it's pretty much where John's character is right now. So she's kind of blocking your door. You want to push through her?
I moved out of the way.
All right, so as you come out, you get
Good night, buddy.
Good night, Stone.
Good night, Stone.
You're going to see this hallway here. As
They're
you
there,
come
though,
out.
right?
What was that? Oh, yeah, those aren't there.
They're not there, though. Okay.
Good old Roll20. Apparently, if you make the map beforehand, you can't move the guys afterwards. So, anyways, you'll see. I'll give you about that.
That there?
I did write that there. So looking at this hallway, I need everybody to do a wisdom check.
All right.
Ten.
10.
7.
5.
There we go. All right. So it's really suspicious, but you can't. You know something's familiar, but you can't put your finger on it. And we got to work on your rolls, people.
Can I try to investigate my surroundings to see if I would pick anything up?
So that's a good call, but you're still in the prison there, so there's just a bunch of dead bodies.
Oh, all right.
Can we try to identify what kind of dead bodies there are?
They're all human.
Okay.
I'm gonna bend down and touch the floor to see if I know what it's made out of, and so I can kind of identify where I'm at.
Okay.
Would I use nature for that?
I want you to use history for this one.
History for that?
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
Okay, so John, instantly you have a memory that pops up as you touch this floor. It's of a giant, gruff, bearded man, and you remember that you trusted him with your life, and the last thing he ever said was, "Take these and hide them," as he gave you those 4 keys.
I look kind of shocked, a little worried.
Okay.
I don't know who these people are.
I understand. So what's
So we
everybody?
don't see anything down this hallway?
So those purple lines are doors?
They are now.
Okay. I'm going to go. Whoop. Come on.
How far can I move?
So right now, it's all movements free action. But
I'm going there, and I'm going to try 1A.
All right. So are you just going to, let's just say you're trying the keys, because I'm guaranteeing you're probably not giving up until you find something.
Yeah.
So you find out 1A opens that up.
Awesome. I'm going to look inside.
So inside, it's a bunch of backpacks, weapons, ropes, spears, robes. There's some quivers and short bows.
Hey, I think I found something, guys.
Let me
What'd you
just
find?
walk through and see what you see.
Opens the door. Opens the door the rest of the way. None of us know what we can and can't use.
Well, if you go in the room and look around, I might be able to help you.
I want to go in.
I'm in there.
Right?
Oh yeah.
If you want to make out, it's pretty private in here. Okay, so as you enter the room one at a time, Mike, your character, you'll see 2 daggers on like a small rack, and for some odd reason, you want those.
I'm gonna go take them.
And give me a wisdom check.
14.
14. You remember flashes of using daggers to literally murder people.
Woohoo!
Somebody's a rogue.
Her eyes gleam with excitement like a kid on Christmas.
All right. What do we got here?
So I'm gonna pick up those daggers.
Probably a smart idea. Tom,
Yes.
Doc, you said there's 2 of them?
there are 2. Tom, your character, as you come in there, you're going to see, long swords, short swords. You're going to see some armor, but you're not going to want to touch it. Mike, your character is going to see that there's 4 leather armors, and you know that you're going to be really comfortable in one of those.
I will take some leather armor and put it on.
But Tom, there's going to be 2 long swords, 2 short swords, 2 quarterstaffs. You know you can handle one of those at a time. But you're also going to find bolos, which are chains with spiked balls on the end of them.
Bolos?
Bolo, B-O-L-O.
I'll go check it out.
So as you pick them up, give me a wisdom check.
15?
So you'll have a real quick memory of actually using that to destroy a mast on another ship at one point.
Oh, those are the things they used to shoot out of a cannon. They would kind of wrap around and slam together.
Exactly,
Right.
except in this world, people are going to go, what's a cannon?
No, my bad.
All right, people, let's get animated.
All right.
What did you take, by the way, Tom?
All right, I'm going to look around as well.
I got me some shiny daggers.
Yeah. Tom, what weapon did you grab?
So this bolo thing, it's not really a weapon, is it? That I can use by hand?
So it's a ranged weapon that you can throw. You twirl it around your head and release it. You can attempt to
I see
trip
what you're
people.
saying.
You can bash them in the face with the spikes. You have a small flash of memory of using it for BDSM.
Of course he
I
would.
take a longsword.
Okay. Who do I got next here? Dan, you're looking around.
Yes, sir. Looking around.
You're gonna see chainmail. There's one set of chainmail there with a symbol. It's drawing you to it.
I'm going to take it.
And you're gonna give me a wisdom check.
13 plus 19
Oh, so +4.
plus 4.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, the 4. Okay.
Add the
All right.
modifier, which is
Yep.
fine. So you got a 19.
Yeah.
You have this memory of training with every type of weapon, and you know that everybody called you the faithful,
Nice.
and you know that you can
Paladin.
benefit from that chainmail because that's yours.
Are there any weapons around?
Oh, there's a lot of weapons, but before you pick up any weapons, you know that there's these 2 shields, and you know for a fact that you can benefit from having a shield.
All right.
And then you choose if you're going to take the last longsword, or there's 2 short swords and 4 spears.
Okay. I'm going to take a spear and a shield.
I like it.
I'm gonna
All
look around. Do I see anything I could use or feel like I would be able to use?
So, John, you're going to look around, and you know that for some odd reason, it just occurs to you that the robe, like you know that you'd be really comfortable in that robe because you won't be in your bra and loincloth. But you definitely know that a quarterstaff, you don't know how, but you know it'll benefit.
So I'm going to go up to the robe and I'm going to pick it up, kind of look at it. And I'm going to look up and see the other 3 kind of looking at me. And I'm going to kind of quiver up and look, a puppy, and points to the wall.
So as you
I
pick up
don't move.
as you pick up a robe, there looks like a flag with 2 waves coming off of it, and you see that?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
It's an F with
All right.
2 waves.
We're good.
Which is going to trigger a wisdom check for you.
13.
You know that recently a memory pops in your head, and you remember learning a cantrip called Lightning Lure.
Lightning lure. Okay.
So stay with me because I'm going to explain it. You can use one action on a target that is 15 feet or closer from you. They have to succeed in a DC strength test using your DC, or they are pulled up to 10 feet close to you. If they end this movement within 5 feet, they take 1d8 lightning damage.
Nice.
If they end within 5 feet,
Yep.
1d10.
1d8.
1d8.
Already trying to trip me up, huh? Get that little bit
That
extra.
was. They must succeed on a dex
No, it's a strength test. Sorry.
strength.
Strength.
For those that listening at home, this is exactly what it's like when we're face to face playing at the D&D table.
That's not true. We usually get a card or something with that on it
Well, yeah, because I learned to write them out.
for this reason.
He's got a point.
So there's
So-
3 more leather armors laying around. If somebody didn't get armor, they would pick it up. John, your guy totally doesn't want to pick that up, and Dan, your guy totally loves his chainmail.
And
I'm
I'm
gonna
already
ask you-
wearing the leather.
I'm going to ask and kind of do a little, like if you're looking at the camera, like a little twirly thing for you guys and kind of ask you if you wouldn't mind turning around real quickly.
So what I want you to do is roll a persuasion check, and I want everybody else to roll a con check.
Ooh, nat 20.
4.
19.
So 22 total.
12.
Yeah, so you guys are inclined to turn around.
I'm gonna turn around and
I'll
find
turn
those
around.
shields. Did you say there was another shield?
There
still
is
sitting there?
one other shield, and there are spears too.
I just want the shield.
I'm taking off my dirty loincloth and bra and putting on a my cloak or robe, I guess. Sorry.
Okay, and just as a reminder, you're still hearing a lot of disturbance above you. It sounds pretty far away, but it sounds like a lot of stuff going up upstairs. Dan, your character in particular can hear swearing in a different language.
Can I identify the language?
If you roll a history check for me, I will tell you if you remember that language.
Oh, sorry. That was my fault. Hold on.
That's all right.
I wrote 20. It said equal 20, but no. There we go. This is 18 plus.
You
What
rolled
did you say? History?
18's going to work, believe it or not, without anything else. You know that the language now, because you've heard it so many times, is Draconic.
So I speak Common and Draconic so far.
Hey, is lightning lure in the book?
Nope.
Can I listen intently to hear anything specific?
Sure. Listening would be a perception check.
Nat 20.
Nice. There's a lot of sword fighting and different weapons colliding above you, and you also hear what sounds like crashing of waves on wood.
We're on a ship.
Are we on a ship?
I think we're on a ship.
Obviously.
So now that the players are done
I think we're on a
talking,
ship.
I'm just picturing the four of you. Are we on a ship? Are we on a ship?
Wait, it took you guys that long to figure out we were on a ship?
No, I wanted to say that the first time.
He's like, it's rocking.
It was rocking,
It's
and there's
rocking. I'm
waves.
like-
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm like, yeah, that's a ship.
Yes, John, but
That's why
we
I
are.
asked if I
Holy
could
shit.
smell anything.
Yeah, John, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, so you don't just automatically know stuff. You have to roll for it.
You have to
I call
roll.
bullshit.
For all you know, you rolled a 1, and you thought we were on the Empire State Building.
The what?
Yeah, exactly. What?
As you
We were
listen,
in the 9th Malboges of the realm of Nebadon. That's what we were.
Oh, I know where that is.
oh yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Just down the
That's
street.
the
Got it.
so you're also hearing like the wood is buckling, like something is pushing up against it as well.
Maybe we should
I'd
get
like-
the fuck out of here.
I'd like to examine the symbol on my armor.
Go ahead.
I got an 8 plus.
You think your symbol is very pretty.
Ass.
What? I'm helping.
I know. But
So, are we done in this room?
All right.
Or are we still
Do you
trying
have
to
Any of
figure
you
out?
saying
the-
that- yeah,
Shield,
we're done.
shield and longsword in hand. I'm leaving.
I'm grabbing
You
a
said-
backpack.
Yeah, I'll grab a backpack too.
Oh,
I was just
Good
about to-
idea.
are there backpacks there?
He said
Yeah.
there were.
He said there were
All right.
lots of backpacks.
There were, and so give me a second here because I need to roll.
What's in them?
Hey, you gonna sit around and try to figure out?
Not
I'm
right
gonna
now.
open one and look.
So you'll notice that the one that you grabbed has stuff in it, and I want you to try and roll an investigation roll.
2.
Investigation.
So as everybody else is laughing, I'm asking Tom to do an investigation roll.
13.
13. You know this pack, people use it to go into places, but the name's on the tip of your tongue and you cannot figure it out. But it has stuff in it.
Has stuff in it.
Yes, and we can figure that out, or we can do character maintenance after we're done recording. I personally vote for not boring everybody that's listening to the podcast.
Is there a rope on it?
There is a 50-foot rope on it.
All right, I'm taking that backpack.
So,
I'd like to take one as well.
As would I.
okay, you guys got backpacks. They all have ropes on them. If you'd like to know the detailed function of this bag, I can go ahead and pull out the player's manual and tell you what's in each of one of these.
No.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Character maintenance later.
Just checking. I don't know. Maybe people wouldn't be bored. Maybe people would be, this is the most enthralling thing.
I'm gonna try to open this door over here.
It's locked.
There's another door.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, out in the
Where I'm
hallway.
at.
I'm,
Sorry, you got the keys,
Oh.
don't you?
yeah, I'm gonna walk up to that door,
Good.
and I am gonna try 2A.
So 2A, as you're trying to open this door, you remembered it opened the other door.
Yeah, you did.
All
So,
right.
I
So
guess 2A opened that one.
everybody just gets the craps, real bad shits, and y'all died from Ebola. Thanks for playing.
All right, thanks, bye.
Fine, I'll try 1A.
1A is
The crabs.
Let's be honest. I'm gonna try all 4 keys.
yeah, that's what I said. And then when you did the first time, I told you that 2A opened up that one door because you were just going to keep saying things. This one, 3A, opens the door.
I'm gonna open it up a little bit and peek inside.
There is barrels and crates. The crates have food in them, so you're going to assume the barrels probably have some kind
I
of
am
liquor.
gonna whip open that door and yell "Yum yums" and run into it.
I will,
Yum,
son
yum.
of a bitch, and follow.
And what did you guys accomplish on your very first podcast? Well,
and I'm
everybody
gonna say-
ate like princes.
I'm going to say language.
Let's have some num nums.
And she'll turn around and sort of, give you the period equivalent of the middle finger.
All right, so is everybody in that room? Because if you are,
I bite my thumb at you.
Yeah, I might as well get
Yeah.
some food while I'm here.
Yeah, she's hungry, so she wants something to eat.
okay.
I'm eating. I'm drinking.
Okay, what are we
I'm gonna-
eating?
I don't really care. It could
I
be
wanna-
poison for all I care. I'm starving.
You're dead.
Good.
Is there a
So while you're looking around in that, it looks like, John, what's your armor class?
12.
So as everybody's looking for wineskins, over the back, just past your shoulder, John, you're going to see a scimitar. As you turn around, you're going to see 2 goblins, and I am...
You went right next to me, John.
I was there first.
You're going to
No,
be
you
surprised.
I was there first.
He's
I
going to
moved
come
first.
in there. Stop moving.
Ooh,
And I need everybody to roll for initiative. For those at home, this is one of our house rules. We actually roll a 1d10 and use that number to do our initiatives. Screaming out numbers while I'm looking at a map is not going to help here.
17, 32, 87, 294,000.
So now we know John's a
+2.
liar.
8 for me.
Affirmative 2.
All right, so we'll start with John while everybody's still screaming.
11.
John, what was your initiative?
4.
4. Dan,
3.
11. Mike,
8.
8. Tom,
5?
5. So, as you hear Tom scream like a girl, because he is,
John.
you see
His name is John.
these 3 goblins run into the room.
Ta.
And first in the order is going to be Dan. So, Dan, you have a spear now.
I do. Let me turn. Hold on one moment.
Page
I
149.
have the digital. Page 149.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can attack any of them. You have a spear.
I'm rolling at 1d6.
I need you to roll a d20 to see if you hit.
7.
And plus 3 is 12. So that's going to actually miss. John.
I'm obviously the one next to me, but the only thing I can do is I'm gonna try lightning lure on the thing.
Absolutely.
Yelling, toot. Yep.
You're yelling what? Toot?
I'm yelling, too close, and doing casting lightning lure on him.
Like I said, don't give me a stupid name.
I already did. I named your female Bert. DC 4. No, John, your DC is 14. So I need a good old strength test. And I'm just going to assume the 8 doesn't hit because that's a -1, so that's a 7.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Against strength, so it failed. And obviously he's as close as he's going to get.
It's going to be 1d8.
Sure.
Ah, crap. I rolled a 1.
All right. So he gets a little sizzled, but he's not happy, but he's still standing. Next will be Tom.
All right, I'm going to hit him with the one right there.
Okay.
Do I got advantage being kind of behind him or no?
You do. He's going towards Dan's character.
So I do. All right. 17 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Nice.
8 points of damage right in the back.
Right in the. Are you sure the back? I mean.
Well, I hope so.
So you did 8 points of damage. Are you using a longsword?
Longsword, one-handed.
So you take him and cleave him in half with one swing. Everybody's impressed. Well, if they weren't trying to fight off everything else. But Dan's character is impressed.
Can I use my movement to move to the next guy?
Sure. And, these guys are going to be up. So, John, I just natty 20'd you.
Yep. That hits.
Of course it does. And that is going to do... Oh, look at that. 8 points of slashing damage.
You said it did how much?
8?
8?
Ow.
Mike, what's your armor class?
I'm dead.
Shit. My armor class, now that I'm wearing that leather armor, is 15.
15. So my 18 hits.
Just a bit.
But you got lucky and just take 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Son of a bitch.
Dan, your guy in front of you died, so when you turn to look at the battle, you see the beautiful pixie haircutted half-elf get cleaved and fall to the ground, and you feel like you need to get there and pray over this person.
I'm there.
And I take it you went past me.
Here?
Like you moved, yeah. Like you went, I'll turn in sort of as much as I can.
So, Mike, that's 5
away.
feet of space. I'm pretty sure that
This thing right here got cleaved in half, didn't it?
you made it, Dan. You're good.
Okay. So I'm going to do my prayer.
Okay. Well, not yet, but you're there.
Okay.
Mike, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stab on either side, each the dagger on its stat. I'm gonna try to stab that damn whatever it is in front of me.
So before you stab, you reflexively twirl a dagger, which starts bringing back weird memories on you, and you know for a fact that you can strike with both of the daggers at the same time, and you know that your character knows that if it has advantage on its attack, it also gets plus 1d6 damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Would it be benefit? This thing's looking right at me, isn't it?
Yeah, it didn't hear Tom come up and back. It's still trying to kill you.
So I can't exactly, go stealth on it.
No, but you know now.
If I surprise a target, I get an extra d6.
So advantage on a target, it's called sneak attack. If the DM gives you advantage on your attack, you get plus 1d6 damage.
Okay, so advantage on target if granted by you grants 1d6 damage. Sneak attack.
And again,
Okay.
you can roll for your attack and look this up later in your player's handbook.
I'm just making a note. Okay. Oh, natural 20.
All right. So roll your damage, and that brings us to another one of our house rules, which is if you get a natural 20, You roll your damage out before adding your modifier. You times that number by 2.
So dagger gave me 1d4. But I'm stabbing with 2, so I get to roll it twice and then double it.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. 1, 4. That's 8. And then I get my proficiency, right?
So 1 and 4 is 5, correct?
Actually, no. I rolled 1 and 3.
Oh, so that's 4 and then 8 is correct. And then, yes, you have proficiency with these weapons.
So then 10 piercing.
So you stab at this guy, and literally, as you pull your daggers out, you had the perfect hit, and it's gushing blood as it falls to the ground and dies.
Haha, yeah, little bitch. How does that taste?
So that brings us top of the order, which is going to be Dan. And did you want to save this person's life?
I did.
All right. So as you reach down, you say your prayer. John, your character's up to 1 hit point.
You okay over there, big boy?
I was taking a breath.
And it's your turn, but I'm guessing you're... are you going to try to do anything? You can pretend to be dead still.
Oh, I'm going to play dead again.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
I'm going to go with a 9's probably not going to do that.
Oh, and that's all you got?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we'll see if that makes it. You feel confident that you're being dead. That's going to bring us over to Tom.
Take my movement. Attack that guy.
Sure.
23.
Oh, I'm going to go with that that hit.
9 damage.
And you cut another one in half. You just seem to be a beast.
Nice. Very nice.
And the fighting is seeming to get more intense above you. Now you don't even need to do a check. You think to yourself, your character does, wow, I don't even need to do a perception check to figure out if there's fighting above us.
I'm going to move to the door. Do I see anything out in the hallway?
You do not.
Let's go. Let's go upstairs. Let's find upstairs. Anyone?
Froggingly follows.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I don't know if
My
I want to
daggers
today.
thirst for blood.
I'd like you guys to take 150 XP for that fight each. And John, I know that we play different house rules, but with 1 hit point, you're definitely back in the fight. All you have to do is figure out if find a healing potion or something.
I got to do what? Find a healing potion?
You have 1 hit point, but it's like you haven't been knocked out. You're feeling pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Except for the 1 hit point. So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna look through my backpack and see if there's a healing potion in it.
And amazingly enough, you find 1 potion. It's red.
What is it? A D4?
We can always do the guessing because you are absolutely correct, Mike.
Woohoo!
Sweet. 2D4 plus 2. All right, so I rolled a 5 plus 2 is 7. Plus the 1 hit point that I have is a total of 8. Great, I'm back to full health.
You're good to go.
So are we going up the stairs then? Is that what you guys said?
Why not?
Oh, all right. Well, then I guess I'm going up with the rest of the group, but I'm staying my distance.
I love it's like a loot crazy group. You literally walk into barracks is absolutely correct. And as you do, the DM looks for his
I had a
D4.
flashback from basic training.
Is it? One dude snores all night, the other one farts so bad you can't go in the room.
Exactly. That was Doc.
How'd you know?
Sorry about that. I was the snorer. He was the farter.
I was the farter.
Yeah.
So as you come onto this floor, what happens is
Kobold.
Whoa.
I'm holding
Rush them.
2 of them.
Oh.
these guys come running down the stairs into the room, and they all see you. Roll initiative.
Ooh, 1.
6.
11.
Dan
Six.
Dan got
You
11.
can't roll an 11 with a 6 or a 10-sided die.
Tom got a 6, and
Yeah.
John didn't get anything.
Sorry. Hold on.
You rolled the 20, didn't you?
I did. My bad.
Hey,
Got a 6. Sorry about that.
are you sure? I would have gave you the 11. We'll see where it goes.
Let's see where the 11 divine intervention.
John, what'd you get?
6.
So I have 3 6s and a 1.
Correct.
All right. So first in the order is going to be Mike.
Okay, I am going to, with my daggers out, run at the closest one to me and strike.
So I'm going to need you to do a dexterity check.
Okay.
You tripped him, Phil.
Dex. 13.
So you make it up there, and I'm going to give you advantage because it was kind of surprising.
Ooh. I rolled a 19.
And
That's about the highest one.
that will hit.
And, okay. Yeah, I did it. So that's 2d4 and then a d6. Because I got my sneak.
Let's roll
Okay.
those ones so we can move on.
So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 2 is 9. That was my proficiency.
And you were running so hard that as you stabbed, you literally hit him at the base of his neck, took his head clean off, and it looked like a fountain of blood coming out the top.
The blonde menace strikes again. Yeah, I'll say that.
Let's see. Next in the order will either be Dan, Tom, or John. Now, we can go outside and fight to the death to figure out who goes first, or you guys can choose an order.
I'll go last.
I'll go first.
Go for it.
I guess that means
All right.
Tom goes fourth.
I'm gonna take a stab at this kobold over here.
Okay.
I'm going to kill the guy in front of me.
You're going to attempt to kill the guy in front of you. Go ahead and try
I'm
to
gonna
attack.
kill him.
All right, let's get to where you are. So you got a
I'm just using
14,
attack commands.
and that 14 alone will hit. So go ahead.
Okay, so now it's a D6.
Yes. Plus 2.
6. I got a 6.
So that 6 will literally... And what are you using, a spear?
I'm using a spear.
Like knife through butter, brother. You go all the way up to your fist with that spear.
Glorious.
And he literally just bleeds out on the floor.
I look back at Mike's character and smile.
She'll wink at you.
How you
And
doing?
say, fuck yeah, dude.
How do you like that one?
You like apples? How you like them apples?
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right, Tom and John.
All right.
Go for it, Tom.
As I run past the little red-headed elf, look out! Run
Hey,
out here
I'm
and-
not redheaded. I'm blonde. Come on, nerd.
Oh, sorry.
Not brown. I'm a brunette.
Yeah, you're
right.
you're a
I
brunette.
don't
Duh.
It looks
Steal
like
souls.
a redhead on there.
Wow.
Still sold.
I'll run this one through with the long sword here. How's a 15 to hit?
Oh, 15 will hit.
How's 7 for damage?
You run him through, brother, and yeah, just again, as you run him through, he falls to the ground in such a way that you're not sure he died. You think he might be faking it.
Hit him again.
You want to kick him, hit him,
Stomp him right in the face.
yell at him not to be such of a wuss. No, he's died. I say he did.
Did he say anything about candles before he went? You know, take candle? I mean, just asking.
I got it, brother. So there's still one kobold up, and it's John's turn.
I'm gonna cast a fireball on him.
So you want to roll an Arcana
Fireball.
check to see if you know Fireball, which
That was
is
pretty good.
which
I'm
is-
gonna
In the
cast
book it
fireball
says that.
on him.
In the book it says that I know it.
no. I'm sorry, Kate. Can you get John back on for me?
Oh, sorry. Well, I guess. I mean,
So John, why don't you?
I currently only have lightning lore.
So why don't you roll a percept or an Arcana check?
Ooh, that could be good. That could be good. A 22.
All right. So the only thing that I've got to do now is figure out where I put your sheets. Oh, hey, look, they're there. You know that you know 2 spells that could help you in a fight automatically, which is Fog Cloud and Thunder Wave.
Are those cantrips or are those...
Those are actual spells.
Well, then I'm going to use Lightning Lure.
All right. So let me give you a strength check. And the number to beat is 14. So I'm going to guess that 9 does not cut it.
I'm going to say you're right.
So we're going to move this dead guy over. And what happens is you see him get pulled all the way to John's character. And lightning comes forth. And what kind of damage are we looking at?
Ooh, a 7.
You see this kobold get electrocuted, and it becomes this putrid, nasty smell.
My bad, guys.
And
Before
above...
we go any further,
Sure.
find out who we are, as in talk to each other. I'm going to
There's
ask...
still fighting going on. Just saying.
Oh, I thought you just killed the last one. My bad.
So what happened
Well, don't we
in
still
this
hear
room?
fighting, or?
In this room, so what happened is you killed the last one, and because you worked as such a team, I want everybody to roll a wisdom check.
17 here, plus 4, 21.
I got a 3.
I got 17 plus 4. So.
Okay. Tom, I see your lips moving with
19.
no... Oh, there we go. And John?
I got a 5.
So
That's better than my 3.
Yeah, I know, right? I wasn't the worst one.
So as everybody's looking around, Tom and Dan's characters just look like they are having immense amount of pain. But that's because Dan's character, the memories come flooding back. His name is Cleric Marthos the Faithful. Tom, as the memories come slamming back, you remember your name is Martin Firewell. You are actually the first mate aboard this ship. And I will send you your character sheets. And to leave it as a cliffhanger this week, Tom, you and Dan, your characters, know that you guys are all part of the same crew. And you will know the names of the other 2 characters next time we meet. Dun, dun, dun. I would like everybody to take 75 XP for that battle. Let's go around before we sign off and give some shameless plugs. So we'll start with Dan. What's your Twitters?
At Daniel Barras.
John.
At Chuwu13, that's CHOOWOO13.
Mike.
My Twitter is at MasonicMike1027.
And Tom.
At Bros Old Guy.
That's old guy.
Is it because you're old?
I think so.
And he's a guy. Well, part of him, right?
Hey, if you have to guess, you'd probably go with that one. I'm at IamDMDoc. You can follow us all at Bros and Dragons on the Twitters. We have a fan page and a group page on Facebook. Go ahead and join the group and like the page for upcoming events. If you have any homebrew that you'd like to submit, homebrew being any designs outside of the box, go ahead and submit that to brosanddragons@gmail.com. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions, email us, Twitter, send us messages on Facebook, however you'd like. And remember to always follow your dreams.